Hey everybody, Mitchell here. Today I want to tell you about a documentary that I watched on Netflix. It's called Crip Camp, A Disabled Revolution. And it's about Camp Jened. And it was run, I believe, in the late 60s. It might have been a little bit sooner. There were people of all types of disabilities there. Physical, visual, hearing impaired, all sorts of disabled people all together. All friends with each other. These were all teenagers. So it was interesting. They did all sorts of activities. They played sports and they had discussion groups. And it also shows what life was like for them after Camp Jened, which I really enjoyed seeing. Another thing I really enjoyed was seeing that the creators of this documentary allowed the individuals to speak for themselves. Sometimes when you're disabled, people will talk at you and not to you, or they'll speak for you. But these people were all allowed to speak for themselves in their own way, at their own pace. And personally, I could very much appreciate that for them. A lot of the campers ended up in disabled rights movements, which was really neat to see. Personally, I was just really happy to see that a place like this existed for us, because back when I was born in the late 70s, camps for disabled people were still few and far between. Very hard to find. The one I went to, it was a sports camp. It was a day camp. So it was a little bit different, but there were a lot of similarities. A lot of the campers had varying disability. Not quite as many as Camp Jened. It was mostly wheelchair users because it was a wheelchair sports camp. But our counselors were, some were in wheelchairs and some were not. We had exhibitions also, which were different activities. Some were martial arts. I remember one of my favorites was, besides the martial arts, was wheelchair maintenance. So they would teach and encourage independence for us. I really, really enjoyed this documentary because it shows disabled people in a light that I think few people see. It shows that we're just like everyone else. We want a lot of the same things as everyone else. And we're not as different as sometimes we think we are, and sometimes as society thinks we are. And it also shows that there's still a long way to go. They have made great strides for us in disability rights, but there's still a long way to go. If you like documentaries, and even if you don't know any disabled people, I think you will enjoy this one. If you've seen it, or if you watch it, um, please let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to get a dialogue started. I think that would be really interesting. And I thank you all for watching this video. I will be back very soon with the next one. I will try not to let 3 weeks go by before my next video. I greatly apologize, and I appreciate you all for sticking with me. Everybody please stay well and stay safe, and I will catch you in the next video.